This is Ecclesiastes 12 and 11. The words of the wise are as gourds and as nails fastened by the masters of assemblies, which are given from one shepherd. I want to give all praises going on to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Much respect to you brothers out there that's preaching His word in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth, standing tall, standing boldly for the name of Yahawashi. Shalom to the lake scattered abroad, and the speckled bird. I want to say shalom. So, through the Spirit of the Lord, Yahawashi outside, which has been given unto the apostles and elders and the brothers on down, wakes you up out of your sleep, out of them dry bones, and you're able to see the world, what it really is. You know, you understand that, before you came into the truth, you was going off, that you knew that you need to do that which is pleasing unto the Lord if you want to have life, if you don't want to be destroyed, instead of walking around here like the walking dead, like everybody else is, like when you're at camp and you're preaching the word and you got people from afar listening, but are they going to do the words? That's why you got to count yourself blessed, that you saw the apostles and elders and the brothers on down, either in person or the videos, and you woke up to this truth and you started to follow the Lord properly. Instead of not just saying that you love the Lord, you started to show that you actually love the Lord through your actions, what you're saying, how you present yourself, okay? Being corrected, being reproved. All right, start seeing the Lord for who He really is. Not seeing that, the Christianity version that they give our people, the so-called white man version, which is pretty much blaspheming. And that you see that the Lord is a so-called black man from the top tribe of Judah, coming down with great anger and a sword to destroy the wicked. And to understand that if you're not doing the will of the Lord in righteousness, that you're going to be put to death. Okay? That's why we work out our own salvation with fear and trembling. Matter of fact, let's get that. That's why we got to thank the Lord that He woke us up to this truth. Because we could have been out here, like I said earlier, the walking dead. They may listen to the words. They may say that they love the Lord, but they do not do that which is pleasing unto Him. Philippians 2 and 12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but as much in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Okay? Because when you get woken up to this truth, you stop eating that pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. Stop smoking that weed. Stop being committing whoredom. Okay? Fornication with these other philosophies. And you start following the Lord and become a wise virgin, and be cleaned. Okay? Walking in the ways of the Lord. Walking circumspectly. Not walking naked out here. Matter of fact, let's get that Revelation 16. It's like here, right? 16. Okay. It's Revelation 16 and 15. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keep his garments, lest he walk naked and they see his shame. Okay? Because you get blessed, count yourself blessed that you know the name of the Lord and you're doing that which is pleasing unto Him. And now you become a watchman, if you're called to preach. You're out there on the highways and byways, and you're keeping your garments clean. What is that? Keeping the law, statutes, commandments of the Lord to the best of your ability. Okay? Not committing sin and adding iniquity upon iniquity. All right? And when you do that, that's when your nakedness is shown, you know? Or when you lose patience, when you're brought into a low estate, you know, even through your everyday walk, when you're brought into a low estate, you lose patience. And then the Lord shows up and you get destroyed. No, man, we don't want that, man. That's why we preaching righteousness. And we preaching, you know, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. You know, wake up out of your sleep. You know, stop being the walking dead out here. That's why I'm glad the Lord, you know, he woke us up out of the sleep. We can see the Lord who he really is. We know that the Lord looks, you know, just like us, brothers out here, you know. He had to walk his walk, and now we got to walk our walk similar to him, okay? Let's get, bear with me, let me think what I want to get. John 7:38. He that believeth on me, as the scriptures have said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. Okay, you get woken up to this truth. You see the Lord who he really is. All right. He's coming down with a sword. In great anger and fury. All right. And to take this man Esau, eat him down. That he doesn't love everybody. You know? Not that Christian rhetoric. And you get raised up and go out there and preach his word. Okay? Because we know what the Lord can do. He can bug you out, destroy you, warp your mind. You know, have your priorities all messed up. Have you worrying about everything that's vanity? Have you lying, stealing, killing your own people? You know? We fear the Lord, and we thank the Lord first and foremost for waking us up to this truth so that we won't have to die a heathen's death, Lord willing, you know, because nobody's saved yet. They preach in the Christian church that we all saved, but we ain't saved, man. We hoping to be saved. We're hoping that we have that mark of exemptment, all right? And what you having that mark of exemption, you know, you're working out your working out your own salvation with fear and trembling. You understand not to take the mark of the beast either, okay? It's like Matthew 24:13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved, okay? Waking up to this truth, fighting that old man. Trying to be a wise version, the perfect version of ourselves. The Lord forging us in the fire of adversity, making us men among men, the wisest men on the earth. Okay? We understand that we got to go through some things in this truth. All right? These Christians don't understand that. They don't understand sacrifice. You know, when we was in the Christian church, we said that we love the Lord, but we didn't do that which is pleasing unto him. We didn't show with our actions. We was out here eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, going against the law, statutes, commandments. Okay? Matter of fact, let's get what the Lord looks like, you know, because we get waking up and we know what the Lord looks like. Matter of fact, let's get Isaiah. One second. Yeah. Let's get this first. All right. It's Isaiah 30:20. And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore, but thy eyes shall see thy teachers. Where are you going to see your teachers? Out there on the highways and byways, feeding the sheep. with his wisdom and knowledge and understanding. You wake up out of your deep sleep, out of your slumber, and you start following the Lord. Okay? And thy ears shall hear a word behind thee, saying, this is the way, walk ye in it, when ye turn to the right and when ye turn to the left. Okay? Because the Lord is going to direct your path. Okay? Matter of fact, let's get Proverbs 20 and 24. Okay? A man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own ways? All right? So everything is orchestrated by the Lord. You coming up to the camp or seeing the videos online and you waking up out of your deep sleep. This is of the Lord, you know? When you're out there preaching the word and you just sit back and watch the people and see who's going to come and serve the Lord. Who's going to come and inquire about this truth? Who's going to listen? And when you sit back and think and you just thank the Lord like, hey, I could have been like one of those people out there. They hear the Lord. They hear his prophets out there. You know, they say that they love the Lord, but they don't want this wisdom. They don't want this reproof. You know, the word says that fools hate knowledge. They hate reproof. You know, count yourself worthy. Count yourself blessed. As I should say, count yourself blessed that you understand this truth. Okay? Lord sat down with you, sup with you. Count yourself blessed. And now you just got to pray to the Lord that he keeps that spirit on you, that you endure to the end, that you do his will. Okay? Because you don't want to be that unprofitable servant where you know the truth, but you're not doing that which is pleasing unto him. And thus you're going to be beaten with many stripes. You don't want to be one of them servants. Okay? You don't want to be a foolish virgin. It's like, yeah, Revelation 1 and 1. Actually, let me get 1 and 3 first. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy. Okay, you reading with understanding. You're hearing the words of prophecy. Okay, you watching, you praying. And keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. Okay? Keeping the law, statutes, commandments. You doing what the Lord tells you to do, and you reading for yourself. You know, I can remember being in the Christian church. I didn't always read the Bible. No, I did read it, but I didn't read it with understanding. And it wasn't until I came into the truth that I understood that the Lord was only for us. You know, I can remember a pastor breaking down Romans 9 wrong. Trying to say that Paul wished he could die for all his people, all the brothers. You know, Slaki, all the people of the world. Which when you actually read it, okay, he was talking about his kinsmen of his flesh. Who's his kinsman of his flesh? All right, his fellow Israelites. He wasn't talking about everybody. Because this covenant, these blessings, the kingdom of heaven is only given unto the elect, first and foremost, and to the nation of Israel as a whole. Everybody else, these other nations, they're going to be our slaves, okay? So this is Revelation 1 and 1. The revelation of Mashiach Yahawashi, which Yahawah gave unto him to show his servants the things which shortly come to pass. He sent it and signified it by his angel unto his servant John. Okay? These things are going to come to pass. And this is the revelation of Mashiach Yahawashi. Okay? This is Revelation 1 and 13. This is Revelation 1 and 13. In the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with the garment down to the foot, and a girdle about the paps with a golden girdle. So describing his clothes, okay? This is talking about the Mashiach Yahawashi, okay? His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow. So the hairs on his head, the hair on his beard, white as snow, white like wool, you know? Who has woolly texture hair, so-called Negroes, okay? And his eyes were as a flame of fire. And his feet like unto fine brass, okay? Brass is a derivative of brown, as if they burned in a furnace. And his voice is the sound of many waters, okay? Because you gotta picture it. You know, in this time, he being out there preaching to the multitude. So everybody had to hear his voice. You know, he's a man among men, an austere man. Okay? Not this soft white guy that you see. No, he's an austere man. Okay? And he's a very dark-skinned man. Now, you know, growing up, I always knew that the Lord was a so-called black man. But now that I'm in the truth, now that I'm reading for myself, you know, we have full-fledged proof through the scriptures that the Lord is the so-called black man, that he's an austere man, a man among men, okay? A man among men. He's coming down with great wrath and anger, all right? And also, Rrinn also art, you know, pictures shows that Yahawashi is a so-called black man, okay? But hey man, that's that's why I'm glad Bahasham outside, you know, woke us up to the truth. We can see the truth for what it is, you know. The Lord put them spiritual glasses on us, open up our eyes, and now we see the world for what it is. We know who our enemies are. We know who wants to take us out, okay? Matter of fact, let's get Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and the sea, for the devil, because us in this truth, we understand who the devil is. The deceiver, so-called white man, Esau Edom, is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he has but a short time. That's why we're able to see these prophecies pop up like popcorn. We see this man moving. We see this man trying to usher in his new world government. He knows that he has but a short time to rule this earth. Our eyes are open. We can clearly see it. Okay? Our eyes are open and we can clearly see it. Everybody else, they join into the enemy and they're going to be thrust through for that. Okay? But us over here, we're going to serve the Lord and we're going to do that which is pleasing unto him. All right? It's Revelation 1 and 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they which pierced him. Okay, this also proves regeneration. And he said clouds as well. What are these clouds? These are the chariots. You know, the Pentagon just released footage, what they claim to be the so-called UFOs. No, these are the chariots of the Lord. Okay, if you can receive it. In all the kindreds, all right, check this. In all the kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, oh man, why is that? Because he's coming down with great wrath, anger. All right, all the sins of our people are going to be destroyed by the sword. All right, it's either going to be by Yahawashi or the so-called white man, and we can clearly see that with our eyes open, spiritual eyes open, with this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Matter of fact, to go with a precept of what the Lord looked like, which I should have got earlier, Daniel 10 and 5. Okay. Then I lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a certain man clothed in linen, whose loins was girded with fine gold of Uphaz. So describing his clothes again, all right? Because we understand precept upon precept. All right, so Daniel was seeing the same thing that John the Apostle was seeing. His body was like the beryl, wearing green, and his face as appearance of lightning and power, and his eyes as the lamps of fire, in his arms and his feet. Okay, because for for the most part, your arms and your feet are about the same color as your whole body. And his arms and his feet, like in color to polished brass, and the voice, words like the voice of a multitude. So once again, like I said, picture it. This so-called black man, dark-skinned man out there preaching his word to the multitude, and everybody's able to hear him. He's an austere man, a man among men. Not this soft, weak man that they picture him to be. All right, but a man among men, coming down with great wrath and anger. Okay. This is Isaiah. Let me turn to it. Isaiah 66:15. All right, with us understanding that the Lord is coming down with great wrath and anger. And if you're not keeping the law, statutes, commandments, you're going to be caught up with it. It's Isaiah 66:15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury. Okay? To render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. Okay? He's coming down with great wrath. All right? For by fire and by his sword will the Lord Yahawashi will plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. All right, with eyes open, we understanding that this place, Babylon the Great, is going to be destroyed, and the Lord is coming down to take down this man Esau, Edom, and pretty much in an hour or less. All right. This is why we fear the Lord as well. This is why we try to keep the commandments. This is a future prophecy. They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh, pig's flesh, and abomination. All right, all these other abominations that we ain't supposed to eat. Pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, mouses, rabbits. Okay. And the mouse shall be consumed together, saith the Lord. So you're going to be destroyed. Okay? The Lord ain't playing. The Lord is an austere man. He ain't playing. Okay? Let's go to Isaiah 63. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? Okay? It's the Lord right here. Pretty much showing you the bloodshed. All right? The bloodshed that this man Esau, Edom, is going to get. Okay? Him and his people. And our people as well. This is that glorious in his apparel, travailing in the greatness of his strength, that I speak righteousness mighty to save. Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel? Amen. Just in thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat. All right. This is why all the kindreds of the earth is wailing, because they seen the Lord coming down with his greatness, power. All right, one realm against another, the spiritual realm against the physical realm. The Lord coming down to destroy this man Esau, Edom, take him out of power. All right, and the Lord coming down to reign. I've trodden the wine press alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in my anger, and trample them with my fury, and blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain them with all my remnant. So that's pretty much, when you read 2nd Ezra as well, 2nd Ezra 13. Hey, there was nothing but dust, ashes, and smoke, after the Lord was done. And just so many bodies upon bodies. All right. That's why we fear the Lord, because we don't want to be in the midst of that destruction. All right. Because when the Lord comes, he's coming down to destroy. Simultaneously, the elect is being caught up in chariots and being saved from their enemies. All right. And that's what we hope to be, the elect, caught up in them chariots. For the day of vengeance is in my heart. All right, the Lord is waiting for this day to come. He's waiting. He's waiting for Yahawah to give him that green light. And the year of my redeem is come. And I looked, there was none to help. And I wonder that there was none to uphold. Therefore, my own arm brought salvation unto me, and my fury, it upheld me. And I will tread down the people in my anger. All right, treading down the people. I will make them drunk in my fury, and I will bring them down with the strength to the earth. So, hey, man, the Lord ain't playing in these days. Get this truth while you can. Praise the Lord, Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Seek the Lord while he may be found right now. Because you don't want to be drunk in the Lord's anger, getting that destruction. Okay? Matter of fact, let's get Isaiah 55:6. Seek the Lord while he may be found. Seek him while he may be found now. Call ye upon him while he is near. Call upon the Lord while he is near. All right? Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts. And let him return unto the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our power he will abundantly pardon. Okay? Seek the Lord while you may be found, so your sins may be blotted out. Okay? This is the time to do it. Because very soon, the doors of repentance is going to be closed. Okay? So, that's pretty much it. All right? Us that's in the know, we can clearly see that the Lord is coming. And if you ain't doing the work, you're going to be drunk with the Lord's fury. You're going to be destroyed. All right? So I want to give all praises going on to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Kakadash, Divine Star Apostles and Elders, a great millstone. Much respect to you brothers out there that's preaching his word in truth and sincerity. Until next time, Lord willing, shalom.